Good morning, everyone. Welcome to River City Plus. It's the show after the show, the River City After Party, and we have a full house today. Ladies, I'm so happy to have you all. Two of these places probably look familiar, but first up, I want to introduce you to local playwright Robin Pullen, and then maybe I'll let you introduce how everyone knows each other today in the studio. Robin, welcome.
Well, thank you so much. Hi, it's wonderful to be here. I wrote CARO'S COMET, which is a musical and a book about Caroline Herschel, the first lady to discover a comet. And I met Violette and Iris, who are our composers, at Amelia Island's first Songwriters Festival, and we decided to collaborate together and write a musical. And they're amazing. So.
They're wonderful. We've obviously seen them before on River City Beats performing their own original music. And ladies, obviously you have come so far in your career, obviously at such a very young age. We're both very jealous of their youthful energy and everything that they bring, but also your professionalism. I mean, how did you bring that into this musical and go about composing something like this, especially for women in STEM?
You know, we've actually never written for a musical before, but of course we said yes.
Right. We always say yes.
Yeah,
We're always going to try.
Always, yeah. But honestly, we saw ourselves in Caroline, the main character, because she just demonstrated incredible perseverance, and while she was overcoming all the people and her own voice in her head discouraging her, and we saw ourselves in her trying something new and doing something that we'd never been, dove into before. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. How about you? What was this process like for you?
It was definitely scary and challenging. We had like weekly Zoom meetings, so we would write the song and then we'd produce it. We'd show her our progress as we were going, and that helped us kind of maintain like being professional, and it also helped us maintain like staying true to Robin's vision while also having like our own creative twists and personality to it. So it was really interesting. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Now, Robin, obviously this is a unique story, and I think it's very timely because we are seeing so much more focus on women going into the sciences. And I think that it's beautiful that you also blended it with the arts so flawlessly, because there is so much art and science. There's so much science and art that I think people often forget. So really blending these all together with illustrations, with music, and then obviously also with your vision in terms of writing the book. So talk to me about why this story was important for you to tell.
So Caroline Herschel was underestimated because she was only going to grow to 4'3" and she was never going to marry. So she became an astronomer despite other people's expectations. And I love that. I love that we as young women, women of a certain age, we could be whatever we want to be. And so Caroline Herschel at 98, she was still teaching other people how to follow her heart and her dreams and find constellations. And she discovered 8 comets in her lifetime, which I thought was really cool. And she was the first astronomer to be paid a salary as a female. Go females. And she also was awarded the Medal of Science, which is very unusual, especially for women of that age, who's born in 1750. So yeah, she just speaks to me. So I think everybody should learn about Caroline Herschel, and somebody who achieves her dreams. And that's one of their songs, Reach My Dreams.
Yeah, it is one of our songs.
I think there's always a moment where you need to be Caroline in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So in terms of becoming Caroline, there's a part in the book where Caroline's mom kind of goes like comet schmomet, and it's a pretty dynamic line in the book. But why was that in there? Why was that important for you to write?
Because for all of us who doubt ourselves and we don't think that we could do what we really want in our hearts, whether it's music or writing or any kind of achievement, Caroline Herschel's mom didn't see that in her, and she saw that in herself. Her brother was the astronomer William Herschel, who discovered the planet Uranus. And so she wanted to have those kinds of expectations for herself, and she did it. So go women.
I love that. And having that comet schmomet kind of moment, I think we've all had somebody, and if you haven't gotten to read the book yet, it's basically when you're kind of like, maybe don't focus on that. It was kind of I would say, detracting from her mission and her drive. And we're always going to face those comments. So ladies, have you ever had kind of a comet schmoment moment that you've had to overcome together, especially as sisters, because I love my sisters, but I would have beaten one of them with a keyboard, I think, by this time if we were working together.
There have always been times we have like had our arguments. It's actually kind of why we have like our duo name, like Now We're Even. Like we definitely play off of that. For people that doubt us, we've had friends that told us like maybe you should focus on other things. We've had people tell us that we were so smart. Why were we in music? And I think it's fun. I think it's kind of part of the fun is like proving ourselves right, and maybe not proving them wrong, but proving ourselves right. Like, no, I want to do this and I want to be aspirational with my dreams.
What a great way to frame that. I feel like if my therapist heard that, she'd be very proud of you and that very adult view on things. So not proving someone else wrong, but just proving yourself right. I mean,
That's great,
I'm sure you've seen Lady Gaga like in that Facebook thing of like you'll never be famous, or Stephanie, you'll never be famous.
Yes.
But I'm like, first of all, like whoever was saying that you need to do other things, get new friends, lots of fish in the sea, but having that overcome moment. So how about you? Any comment moments that you can think of in your relationship?
Yeah. So actually, Violet and I have been going live on YouTube, and speaking of comments on the live, you know, we get to just see them pop up live, and it's like comments. Like you gotta like we honestly
it's rough in the digital streets. I'm telling you.
But yeah, it doesn't discourage us to keep going, because also there's so many amazing people supporting us. We can't forget that. So
yeah, I mean, including your parents. So I think you have the opposite of comment schmoment parents. You know, I know I do too. Like, you know, I have parents that are so supportive, and I love the fact that like, you know, that her mom gets the opportunity to see like what her daughter really does. And also we all as a community get to see really all of this coming together. You've got a wonderful partnership with MOSH, who we absolutely love. Tell me about what this next step is for obviously Now We're Even, and also the book.
So the MOSH has been so supportive. They saw the show at Story and Song, which was a springboard, beautiful place that supports local playwrights and talents, and the planetarium said, oh, the show would look great under the stars. And so the fact that Violet and Iris are going to perform live there is so exciting, and they actually have constellations with the live music and the musical all going on at once. So we're excited, and they've reached out to their planetarium friends, and the book is going to be at the Herschel Museum, where Caroline and William were from in Bath, England. So that's very exciting. So yeah, this is the springboard. I'm just so grateful to work with Violet and Iris, because they're passionate about their music, and they have wonderful thoughts, and they're very creative, and they have I've learned so much from them. So women in STEM, you know.
Exactly. So ladies, how are you feeling about going into this live performance? I know it's something that's very much part of your routine, along with just, you know, living your lives, but this is pretty unique, getting to perform inside the MOSH with the planetarium, like you said, with a live show. So what is this element adding for you?
Okay, so it's literally a dream come true for me. I love MOSH. I love like space and all that, so it's so cool to be able to play music underneath the constellations. It's also really cool because we've been working on this for like over a year now.
Wow.
So to watch it come to fruit, I know like hopefully we have more to go, but to watch it come to this point is so cool. Like if I could have, when I was writing and struggling with these songs, if I could have seen what it was going to come to, I would have been so excited, and I am so excited right now.
How about you?
yeah, and it's also just amazing hearing the cast sing our songs, and it's just, and they put it in a whole other light because they're like acting it out as well. It's just, and they're an amazing cast. Shout out to them, by the way. They're amazing.
Yes. I'll make sure you have the video below. Don't worry. I had Robin send it so that we could all like view it and share it and see it. So I think that'll be really special. But I want to make sure that we can obviously keep up with all of you in your individual endeavors. Hope that we see more of this collaboration together, and just locals working with locals to bring dreams to a bigger forefront. I think that's really what we're seeing here is, you know, a vision that the MOSH had, a vision that Now We're Even had, a vision that you had, Robin, all coming together to truly support each other and make those dreams a little bit bigger. Let's say cosmic size for the conversation that we're having. So how can we all keep up with you?
You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, or anywhere you stream music. We are nwe.music on Instagram and on YouTube. And Now We're Even on Spotify, Apple Music, all of the other platforms.
Go watch their YouTube lives and be nice, or I will fight you in the comment section. Right. Their parents are watching. Be nice. All right, Robin, how about you?
Comment. comments. Pullinplaywright.com. The QR code at the back of the book will bring you to all the links. Robin Pullin at Linktree. So, yeah, just keep thinking about comets, and women out there, you could do anything.
You absolutely can. All of our women out there, all of our women identifiers, like, we just want you to know that, like, you have a space here on River City Live, and we'll always hold that wide open for you. Thank you for joining us here on River City Plus. We'll see you Monday morning for River City Live.